Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Offside Zone. I'm your man, Flathead Willie. So, we got a season winding down. I don't know how it's going to end for Kent State, but they got one game left. And they might make it into the playoffs this year. They're in the control of their own destiny. They got to get by Penn State in the final week. They're on a bye week right now, awaiting the results of Nebraska versus Liberty and Texas versus Notre Dame. With that, let's get you to some season stats. Let's start with lowly old Kent State. I hate to call them lowly old. They've been doing well in the independent conference. They lost there early against Liberty, but rallied back. Number 9 in the nation. Let's see if they can hold true before we go to any celebrations like we've preemptively done in the past. Duke Clausen, 11 games played, 244 completions on 332 attempts, 73% completion percentage, 2,600 yards, 21 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Rushing, Glenn Byrne. He has 258 carries on 1,356 yards, 5.3 average, 13 touchdowns. Receiving, Glenn Byrne, 84 receptions, 761 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Lamar Sawyer has 32 receptions, 469 yards, and 1 touchdown on the year. Multiple others with 3 touchdowns and plus 250 yard receiving for Kent State. Moving on to we'll go down to Liberty. Now we're going to Notre Dame next. Notre Dame. Notre Dame's quarterback, let's see what he did for the year. Quattro. 10 games played, 387 completions, 571 yards, 876 yards, 109 touchdowns with 2 interceptions. Rushing, Quattro, again leading Notre Dame with rushing, 598 yards, 11 touchdowns. Halfback, Mo Torbihi. What? I'm a Torbihi. All right? Or Bebe? I don't know. Whatever. He has 452 yards with 3 touchdowns receiving. Everett Gronkowski, tight end, he's got 2,110 yards with 65 receiving touchdowns. All right. Let's go to the reigning, defending national champ, Liberty. This stuff isn't final. This is just close to the end here. But Kirkendall, on the defensive side of things, has 92 tackles, 39 of them for a loss, 7 sacks, 1 interception. Had to cover old Kirk's stats. Jameis Winston III has been riding the noble steed right to 488 completions, 76% completion percentage, 6,100 yards, 101 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Roland Blanco has 105 carries, 851 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Jameis Winston III also has 119 carries for 565 yards and 11 touchdowns. Receiving, Antoine Hakiba. He's got 108 receptions for 1,900 yards and 32 touchdowns. 11 games played for Emmanuel Trout. 65 receptions, 1,463 yards, 18 touchdowns. Notable here that Liberty has 3 receivers over 1,400 yards actually. So Max Burrows has 1,412 yards and 22 touchdowns. As I said prior, this isn't final, but right now leading and probable for the Heisman is Everett Gronkowski, followed up by Quattro, Jameis Winston III, and Veron Lipton. Award watch list. Maxwell Award, Quattro comes runner-up to Everett Gronkowski. Walter Camp Award, Everett Gronkowski's leading. Cesar DeMar, head coach for Florida Atlantic's leading for Coach of the Year. Davey O'Brien, Quattro, Chuck Bednar, Nick Kirkendall. Bronco Nagurski, Nick Kirkendall. Paycom, Jim Thorpe, Rasheem Durham, Liberty. Glenn Byrne leading for the Doak Walker Award. Fred Blitnikoff. Antoine Hakiba for Liberty. Lombardi Award, Nick McClam. Unitas Golden Arm Award, Jaron Nash. Kevin McKinley. Outland Trophy, Artie Lawson. Everett Gronkowski with the John Mackey. Nick Kirkendall with the Dick Buckus. Remington, nobody cared. Lou Groza, nobody cared. Ray Guy, nobody cared. Jet, nope. Jameis Winston III is leading the Sean Alexander Award. Glenn Byrne is runner-up for that. Bowl projections. As of right now, as we said, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but Kent State is projected to be in the first round of the college football playoffs. Depending the results of the Penn State game. With that, Notre Dame is set to not be in the first round of bowls because they're probably going to get a bye, I imagine. I'm not sure. I don't even see them. No one here. Oh, yeah. Notre Dame's predicted to be in the Fiesta Bowl. And Liberty's predicted to be in the Orange Bowl. But after the new merchandise yesterday, pretty thankful for the boys for that. I figured I'd put it out there that we're selling, we got some shirts here for some of the crew now. And like I said yesterday on the private chat, that this one will be on YouTube. And hopefully we'll see. We'll see if we're celebrating for Kent State or not. We'll see if they can make the playoffs. Let's get a look at the probabilities of Notre Dame jumping to 2 as they sit at 3 right now. Those two teams are on a collision course for the championship. We know it. So, with that being said, you have yourself a good afternoon and an even better evening. I'm your man, Flathead Willie, and I'm out.